Good morning, traders. I hope you're all very well. My name is Will from Senior Stocks, and once again, I'm back again with another pre-market plan video just to demonstrate my thoughts on the SPX. I've got a SPY trade idea and also an AMD trade idea. I have been looking to add more to my list of trade ideas, for example, Tesla or Microsoft or Apple, but the AMD and SPY are presenting the best risk-reward setups, in my opinion, right now than anything else I can see, or at least I'm most comfortable trading SPY and AMD other than the other three. But anyways, let's get into this video. First things first, we have our SPX review. So I just want to talk about this little daily candle quickly. So now obviously we gapped up, right? We saw on the Monday, we saw some shorts covering as we saw a dramatic sell-off, quite climactic, quite capitulating this move. If I just look at this red square quickly. So yeah, massive sell-off. And now we have bounced all the way from, or at least retraced a little bit, from 3600, and now we're hitting 3790. So very key levels, and we are actually approaching this high volume, or actually within this high volume node from this previous little consolidation phase back in June. So I just want to highlight that one. I just want to also highlight the volume we've seen. We've seen an increase in bullish volume. So you've got to think, this isn't just short covering. People are buying down here as well. And it's not even a small amount of buying. Like, a lot of people have just bought in the last 2 days. As you can see here. If I just draw a line quickly so I can demonstrate from previous candles, that was yesterday's buying, right? We haven't seen a volume candle or a green volume candle like this since this candle right here, right, and this was in July. This one right here I'm trying to highlight. And then previously from that, we've got a candle like this here, and then also a candle like this here. So we haven't seen them in a long time for it to break or for bullish volume to be this high. And as you can see, in all these three bullish cases, the stock has eventually gone higher at least a week prior or 2 weeks prior from the bullish candle. So there's something to highlight there. Now obviously we are still in a, we could be in a retracement, we could be in a bull flag. We did test this 61.8 level perfectly from this recent swing low to swing high to swing low yesterday. So either we gap above this level and look for continuation today, on the 5th of October, or we gap down and then look for a short position to close this gap and then possibly just hover around here. And then, if it's bullish, then obviously we can go long and try for this bear flag, 61.83 level breakout, or it looks like we're gonna, slowly come back down. So what I basically mean by this is, if I get my pen tool, so if the stock consolidates between the 61.8 level for some time, this is the bear flag zone. Right, so unless it doesn't break out, it is still bearish. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, if it does break out, we can be like, yeah, bullish. We'll look for next resistance and, target that. But if it just consolidates within this zone, it is not disrupting the bearish formation or the bearish downtrend at all. Just want to highlight that one quickly. So if we just break it down on 15-minute chart. Now, a lot of people are saying, even myself, are saying that this was just shorts covering, but there is a lot more buying in this. As you can see, you could say on the Monday this was a short covering, right? It's just steady and uptrend, blah, 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 pretty straightforward. But then on the Tuesday, which was yesterday, we saw a nice bullish little rally, and we consolidated as possibly traders tried to defend this level, this pivotal level up here. But then it broke down, but buyers still stepped up at the end of the day to push the price back up, and we did actually end up closing above. So it's just the you just got to make note of these sort of price actions. Like, people are trying to buy SPX, or at least these index funds for a bullish scenario, because bullish buyers are still coming into the end of the day. Right, that's enough about SPX. Let's get on to my trade ideas on the SPY and also AMD. So SPY is pretty straightforward. If we just go on the 15-minute chart and I go back to the pre-market plan, I've basically said range breakout, which is just this bit here. So if I get my tool out, this was the range down here, right? We've seen a breakout from that range, and I've stated that we will either see continuation today or a weak sell-off. Now, I've emphasised the term weak, and that is only because I just don't think people are going to be selling that many shares if they were so bullish from the last 2 days. Why would people want to do that? People obviously want to see the stock trend higher. So I am looking, if of course it does pull back and it does sell off, I'm looking for the volume to be weak. I'm looking for the volume to fade, and I'm looking to add them pullbacks from this little breakout. So now, of course, I've got a long and short scenario. So my long scenario is bullish over 372.45, which, as you know, is also breaking. It's also broke above. So 372.45 is this gap up. So this gap up level, I mean, it is 3.2. I'm pretty sure I was meant to write 3.2 instead of 4.5, but we'll go for it. So this gap up retest I've put soon, right? So I'm looking for this level to hold. So I will be going long shares as long as we hold this level, and then of course my profit targets for this bullish scenario are 380.25 and 381.97, which is basically this two levels here. So we've got the Fed low. It's not the actual low of the day, but it was the pivot low of the Fed chop when the meeting came around. So it could hold up as a key level, or at least I'm thinking so. And then obviously I've got 38.97, which is this range low from the previous consolidation. It's quite a lot of high volume around here, and as you can see on the 15-minute chart, we have a low volume gap around this area. So if we do start breaking above Tuesday's highs, which was around 37, or let's just round it up to 378, it just looks like we can just fly straight through this this price range and go back into this range just above. So they're my bullish scenarios. Now, obviously, I've got my short scenario here, which I will explain. I said I'm waiting for 388.54 test, so I'm not going to be short unless this level up here is tested, because at least then I know that it's at the top of the range. I know that I can take a setup off that, as shorts will likely guard it. Right, and then obviously profit targets for that one are 381.97 and 380.26. Now, I'm not saying this level is going to be hit today, because that is quite an extensive move. If we just get out of the tool real quick, that would be an over 2.8% move. I mean, it is doable. We have seen very huge moves from the SPY like that, but to do it 2 days or 3 days in a row, I mean, it's unlikely, but in the stock market it is unlikely anyways. But yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. If that level gets hit, then I'll be short, but if it doesn't get hit, I will not be short, as I don't think there will be a positive or possibility, a positive I don't know what I'm trying to say. A bit too tired. I don't know. I'm just trying to get to that level so then I can take a short. Right. Anyways, without me mumbling on, I'm gonna go onto my AMD idea right now. So here we go. Go onto the AMD chart. So I've basically said consolidating under resistance. If the stock gaps down but doesn't break 6529, I'll still be long. So the resistance is here. If I get on my tool again, this is the resistance. I've said we're consolidating underneath of it, which is quite bullish in my opinion, as we are still holding this little price range. Right, I said if the stock gaps down but doesn't break 6529, I will still be long. So 6529 is this level right here. I did highlight this level yesterday, and if you did follow the pre-market plan yesterday, you would have secured that first profit target out of the open. So it would have been a very, very nice trade for you. So basically, if the stock holds or comes down through this level, so if I get my tool again, my brush, so if it just consolidates around here, I will still be long. But if it breaks this level, I will likely go back to the short side for AMD. But I still think we are in a decent uptrend. I know it's only the intra-weekly trend or intraday trend, but we have recently tested, or at least formed a new higher high, as we have broke this recent pivotal high. So there's something to look for. So profit targets for the bullish scenario are 68.73, which is this level right here, 671.61 and 71.98. Now I'm getting these levels from this recent pivot just down here. So just something to look out for. It probably will likely be a magnet for price. And just like the SPY, we've literally got no volume around this area, so we've got a clear landing for this range above if we do start breaking out massively. Now, of course, the short side, if the stock does gap down past this level, I mean, it is going to be a huge gap down if that actually does happen, but if price actually does break this level, my short-term profit targets for the bear side are 64.14, 63.50, and 62.86, which all can be found on the screen just below, right? So we've got September lows, and then we've got the two gaps from the daily candles, the morning star. I mean, I am more bullish on the market right now. Short term, I'd like to emphasize, I'm short term bullish on the market. From a day trading perspective, I am bullish. But long term, I mean, I'm still bearish until we see a dramatic change in the daily/weekly trend. So I just want to emphasize that. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. I will be posting the long and short descriptions, which have been in the PowerPoint on the left, within the description below, and also within Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, make sure to join up. It's completely free to join, and we send out free alerts for most days. So I'll make that one clear. Right, I'll catch you in tomorrow's pre-market plan, and wish you all the best of luck today. I will likely be trading these two stocks and nothing else unless something surprises me within the gap list from the pre-market gap ups. Right, take care, guys.